Hello and welcome to another video. I'm on the rocks just to the right of the fish pond at Port Logan. Beautiful day. I fished here before years ago, but today the conditions look absolutely perfect. I've got my bait rod, my beach caster. So I'm going to be fishing the bottom, see if I can catch a conger or bullhuss or something like that. And I've also got my spinning gear, see if there's any pollock. There's a fantastic little tackle shop at the fish pond, and he sells bait and tackle. So if you're short of anything and you're up here, call in. He's a lovely bloke and he'll sort you out. But beautiful location. I'm dead on low tide, so I'm going to fish the tide all the way up and maybe it's a little bit down. So we'll just see what the day brings. So it looks pretty deep right at your feet here, but it's about 12 foot deep and I'm at low tide, so looks like a decent shot. I think anywhere along here will be decent given the right day. I think I'll probably have to move back a little bit as the tide comes up as well, because this part looks tidal. I've got different shellfish on the rocks there, with some limpets and all sorts of things. It tells me I'll have to move as the tide gets up. That's alright. So for my bait rod, I'm going to use a 2-hook flapper. I'll be asking for trouble here, but you know what, since I came to Scotland I've had 3 sessions now and I've never lost a sinker. It's all just weed, but you know, I might have just been lucky. So I'm probably tempting fate with using a 2-hook flapper in this sort of ground, but we'll see what happens. I'm just going to give it a gentle lob. 40 yards, 50 yards. That's gone into about 20 foot of water, so not bad. Cross your fingers. Now, because I'm fishing right on the edge, I'm going to set my clutch. I don't often do it, but saves getting all my gear dragged in, because that'll be the end of the day. So we've got a nice day today. It rained yesterday, and I found a little beach. I don't know where it is, just south of Drumore, or north of Drumore, sorry. And I fished there for a few hours and didn't get a bite. There's a bloke came along and told us I was fishing in completely the wrong place. But then it just started raining, so I packed up anyway and I stayed in the camper van. I took some more lugworm at a local beach at Drumore, and I just came down here today. You see my dog's nice and comfortable. I'll give you a look about. So the rocks I'm fishing on are pretty flat, but I think this is still the tidal part, because I've got limpets all around us here and barnacles, so it looks like this gets covered by the tide eventually. So I'll have to move up on the top. I think when that happens I'll move further around into the bay, as long as there's nobody comes and takes any shots along there, which is further that way. And when the tide gets up, I've got some Savage Gear V2 sand eels. I'm going to try them, see if I can pick a bass up. I've never caught a bass on lure, so that's one of my little objectives of today. But the one thing that's been sparse is mackerel. I don't know whether I've been unlucky or whether they're just scarce on the ground or what, but I haven't picked a mackerel up. So I've actually had to buy some from the little tackle shop. No way. believe this. Straight into a rock. That's company. It's rocky enough there. It's certainly very deep there. I was looking not to lose that there as we first cast. It's a bloody thing. God. What a big disaster. So guess what? Just cast it back in the same spot. Where's the end of this cotton? Hey, right. So I'm just going to put some mackerel on now. Now that I've actually got some mackerel. That's one. Get this out. Trying to drag up out. Seems like a good fish. It's on the surface, looks like a dogfish. Maybe it's two dogfish then. Double shot of doggies. Double trouble. I'm going to move a bit further along There's a little bit of a shelf in front of us, and it's going to be difficult to get any decent fish up. Although I haven't done a bad job on getting them up, have I? Get them off. This is the trouble when you start using fish baits, is obviously you get trouble with the dogfish. But sometimes it's nice to catch a couple of dogfish, then you get sick of them. Especially when you can just chuck them off as easy as that and not too much bother. Right, so I've moved along a bit to try and find a better spot. I'm not saying this is a better spot, but it's what I've found. It's a little bit close to the bay where the fish pond is. There's certainly no comfortable marks on here. You would expect this sort of coastline anyway. So I can only try. Coming. It was anyway. Lost it. Right, so I've given up on the 2-hook flapper. And I've gone to something with a rotten bottom on. This is a ring rig with a rotten bottom. My dog's all nice and cosy there, look. She'll just be sleeping there for the rest of the day. I'll get this clipped on and get it out. I think it's pretty shallow at the minute. Maybe I should have stayed where I was, but it's a case of the grass is greener. Again, for me, I'm never happy where I'm fishing. I don't know whether anybody else is the same. I always feel like I should be 100 yards further to the left or right. Little bites. Yep, into a fish. Tell it's the west coast of Scotland, can't you? Because there is plenty of these things kicking about. Black rub and squid. Let's get them back. hoping for a bull huss, that's why I'm using fish baits. Don't do that. I've got you now. There we go. Get him back in. Right, we'll give this little eel a try when we get it stuck. I'm not going to hang about with it because it's shallow close in. Look at that. This is brand new as well, you know. Good job they come with a spare end, isn't it? So I need to grab that. Well, that brings this video to an end. I packed up at this spot and moved a little bit further nearer the fish pond to try and find another mark, but I just couldn't find anywhere that was comfortable, so I ended up back at the van to go somewhere else, but then the heavens opened, so I just called it a day. So thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.